Hello everyone, welcome to UN Digital Class. Good morning to all. Today I am going to present a new topic of stock market, that is SEBI regulation relating to stock exchange. So SEBI, which is known as Securities and Exchange Board of India, that was set up in the year 1988 and given statutory powers on 30 January 1992 through the SEBI Act to regulate the function of securities market. So SEBI, which is one of the prominent or regulatory bodies relating to stock market, which was set up in the year 1988, but that was given the statutory power, or it was taken the statutory power by Government of India in the year 1992 and the month of January 30. So that was an act was passed by the Government of India, that is known as SEBI Act 1992, and that SEBI was established purely to regulate the stock market. SEBI promotes orderly and healthy development in the stock market, but initially SEBI was not able to exercise complete control over the stock market transaction. Though SEBI was established to regulate the orderly or conduct the stock market, but initially that was not established to purely control relating to the stock market transaction. Next we will discuss the organizational structure of a SEBI. SEBI is working as a corporate sector. Its activities are divided into 5 departments. Each department is headed by an executive director. The head office of SEBI is in Mumbai and it has branch office in Kolkata, Chennai, Ahmedabad and Delhi. SEBI has formed 2 advisory committees to deal with primary as well as secondary market. These committees consist of a market player, investors, association and a eminent person. So keeping into consideration the organizational structure of SEBI, first SEBI was set up as a corporate sector and its activities is purely divided into 5 segments or divisions or departments, and each segment or division is headed by an executive director. The head office of SEBI is situated at Mumbai and it has different regional offices, and the regional offices are Kolkata, Chennai, Ahmedabad and Delhi. SEBI has 2 advisory committee. Those advisory committee is purely set up to regulate the primary and secondary market. Organization of SEBI. SEBI has got 5 departments. One is primary market department, second one is issue management intermediaries department, third secondary market department, fourth institutional investment department, fifth advisory investment department. So initially when SEBI was set up as a corporate sector, it has divided into 5 departments or divisions, and these 5 departments or divisions relating to all primary market, secondary market, institutional advisory department, then advisory investment department and a issue management intermediary departments. Next, purpose and role of SEBI. Why was SEBI established? What is its main purpose or rule? SEBI was set up with the main purpose of keeping a check on malpractice and protect the interest of investor. It was set up to meet the needs of 3 groups. One is issuer, second one is investor, third one is intermediary. So for issuer point of view, SEBI provides a marketplace in which they can raise finance fairly and easily. From investor point of view, SEBI was set up to provide protection and supply accurate and correct information. And from intermediaries point of view, it provides a competitive professional market. So basically SEBI was set up with the purpose or with an aim to conduct the fairly security market as well as to protect the investor. So in order to provide protection, SEBI was taken into consideration of 3 groups. One is issuer, second one is investor, third one is intermediary. So for issuer point of view, those who wants to invest money or those who wants to raise money, SEBI provides a marketplace. Those can fairly regulate and take orderly conduct of security market. And for investor point of view, SEBI provides a protection or SEBI provides accurate and correct or fairly information to the investors. And for intermediary point of view, SEBI provides purely a professional market. Next, objectives of SEBI. First, to regulate the activities of stock exchange. Second, to protect the rights of investor and ensuring safety to their investment. Third, to prevent fraudulent and malpractice by having balance between self regulation of a business and its statutory regulations. Fourth, to regulate and develop a code of conduct for intermediaries such as broker, underwriter, etc. So, SEBI's main objectives is keeping into consideration certain parts. The first one is to regulate the activities of a stock exchange. Basically, SEBI was set up to focus on the secondary market and which is known as stock exchange. So, how the stock exchange is regulated, how the investor will invest money and how they will buy and sell shares or securities or debentures, etc., any financial instrument relating to that, all activities relating to stock exchange, SEBI was implemented that rules and regulation or various methods and procedures. The second objective is to protect the right of investors for their investment. Relating to investor point of view, when investor wants to invest their money, how their money will be safe and secured, how they will get better return on their investment. For that, SEBI provides a close protection to them. And next one is SEBI was established to prevent the fraudulent or various types of malpractice relating to stock exchange activities. Any type of fraudulent or malpractice activities is done, so that SEBI was keep into consideration a close eye, and those are making that type of bad activities, SEBI has to penalize them, and also there is a chance of imprisonment for them. And SEBI was regulate or develop a code of conduct for various intermediaries such as brokers or those are the market players or regulatory bodies or underwriters. Next, the functions of SEBI. SEBI performs function to meet its objectives, and to meet three objectives SEBI has three important functions. So, SEBI basically performs three functions that are protective function, second developmental function, third regulatory functions. The functions of SEBI is divided into three parts, that is protective function, second development function and third regulatory functions. So, what is protective function? These functions are performed by SEBI to protect the interest of investors and provide safety of investment. So, as the name suggests protective, that means SEBI was established to protect the investor. So, when investor invest money, how their money will be safe and protected. So, for them, so SEBI has provided that function. So, relating to protective function, SEBI performs the following activities. It checks price rigging. So, price rigging means increasing the price of stock or shares or any securities through illegal action. So, when in financial market or in stock market, the price of a shares or securities is increased and that is through illegal action, in that case SEBI has taken a serious action against those are making that type of illegal activities. So, for protective function, SEBI checks the price rigging or it protects the price rigging without any consideration, without any notice, the price of shares or securities cannot be increased. SEBI has to make a close supervision relating to that. Second, it prohibits insider trading. So, insider trading means purchase or sale of shares, securities or any type of instrument by providing information which is not available to public generally. If the price of shares or securities or any type of debentures that is not provided to the investors or any information is not provided to the investors, in that case those are making that type of activities that is called as insider trading. So, SEBI makes a close supervision to prohibit that insider trading. Everything can be provided through information to the public. The public can be aware about that and they can also buy or sell the shares based upon the market information. Third, SEBI prohibits fraudulent and unfair trade practices. Any type of fraudulent activities, malpractice or unfair trade practice is not conducted in security market. If that is conducted, SEBI prohibits that as soon as possible and takes serious action against those are making that type of malpractice activities. Next point, SEBI undertakes steps to educate investors so that they are able to evaluate the securities of various companies and select the most profitable securities. So this point explains that SEBI provides information or SEBI educate the investors through various types of a conference, seminar or workshop, so that investors are aware about the market. They can take information by attending various types of a seminar or conference or workshop, so that they can determine that which stock or which company's share will be better for them to buy or sell and at what time, and relating to that all information is also provided, so that the investor will be educated and they can take decision based upon the market condition. SEBI promotes a fair practice and code of conduct in a security market. During the time of trading or buying and selling of shares or securities, SEBI provides all type of information and implement the code of conduct relating to investor, relating to issuer, relating to company, everybody, and everything done through a fair way or a legal way. So various steps has taken by SEBI. SEBI has issued guidelines to protect the interest of debenture holders, wherein companies cannot change terms in mid-term. SEBI has implemented various guidelines in case debenture holders they cannot change any terms and condition during the mid-term of their debenture issue. Then next step, SEBI is empowered to investigate case of insider trading and has a provision for steep fine and imprisonment. In case of any insider trading, that means without providing any information, if that is done or trading activity is done, in that case SEBI has make provision relating to fine as well as imprisonment. SEBI has stopped the practice of making preferential allotment of a share unrelated to market price. So during any time, if any type of allotment is made, either so that should be made in a proper way or that should be follow the code of conduct or the guideline. If any company has make any preferential allotment, SEBI has make steps for them and also make provision of fine or any other activities. The second function, that is relating to developmental function. These functions are performed by SEBI to promote and develop activities in stock exchange and increase the business in stock exchange. Under developmental categories, following functions are performed by SEBI. SEBI promotes training of intermediaries of the security market. SEBI tries to promote activities of stock exchange by adopting flexible and adaptable approach. So developmental function means SEBI has implemented various developmental activities relating to stock market. So if any type of developmental activity is made in the security market, then that is fair and easy accessible for all investors and issuer. So for relating to them, SEBI has made all type of training activities to the intermediaries as well as to the investor as well as to the issuers, so that everybody get full information relating to the market. SEBI promotes training of intermediaries of the security market. SEBI tries to promote the activities of stock exchange by adopting flexible approach and adaptable approach. So what is that flexible and adaptable approach? SEBI has permitted internet trading through registered stockbrokers. That means those are trading, those investor wants to trade in security market through registered stockbrokers or dealer. Everything or the trading activity is generally done through internet. Internet based trading is done, there is no manual trading. SEBI has made underwriting optional to reduce the cost of a issue. SEBI has appointed underwriters or investment bankers, through them issue cost has been reduced. Even initial public offer of a primary market is permitted through stock exchange. That is another approach made by SEBI, that the primary market in case of issue of IPO or initial public offer, that is also made through stock exchange. The third function, that is regulatory function. These functions are performed by SEBI to regulate the business in stock exchange. To regulate the activities of stock exchange, following functions are performed. So the regulatory function relating to regulating activities, various regulatory measures. SEBI has framed